Hey guys, welcome back to Just a Geek in the Garage. Today I want to go over a couple of more of these IPS pliers. I did a video about these, I think a few days ago. I just picked them up from Amazon Japan. It took, about a week or so to get to me. And, if you go back and look at the other video, I really do like these. They're a very kind of unique design. They have the soft jaw adapters, or you can take this off, multiple positions, a very, very nice grip on here as well. So, go back and take a look at that video if you want to see a little bit more in depth about that one. But these two guys are the ones I just picked up, or they just got delivered to me. And I've been playing around with them. And actually, I like them, and I also kind of don't like them. So it just kind of depends on, what exactly you're looking for. I'm a little disappointed in the grips, to be honest with you. I kind of like a little bit more cushiony type grips like this, or something that you would see like, on the Snap-on or the Icons. But, for what they are, and around, $20 or so is generally what these kind of sell for, sometimes upwards of 30. They kind of waffle back and forth on pricing. But anyway, so, I got these, and these guys, are pretty cool. This is just like a regular, slip joint plier. But, one nice addition is it does give you that soft, kind of that soft grip, so you can work on a surface without marring it. And they even give you an extra set as well, so just in case, you damage these guys. So you can kind of use them both as, regular slip joint pliers, but you can also have that soft grip, kind of somewhat similar to these Doyle that were kind of my go-to when I'm doing, things like chrome fixtures for showers, things like that, where I don't want to mar them up. Now I think, this is going to be kind of my go-to for that particular scenario. But, these aren't a bad little pair of pliers to kind of have, with you, so you can, work on, again, regular fasteners or fasteners that you don't want to mar. And just with a, quick screwdriver, you can kind of take that off. Where with these other ones, they actually just kind of slip off. You just pop them right off, which is nice. So these ones are, are decent. Honestly, I don't know if I would purchase these again, just kind of looking at them. I haven't really had much of a chance to use them. However, the ones that I was kind of impressed with when I got them are these ones. Now, one thing that kind of does is kind of interesting is, each one of their pliers has like a completely different finish to it. This one almost looks like a cast type iron, but this is a very, very unique set of pliers. I haven't really seen, things like this from other major brands. The closest one I have is, I have one from Doyle, and Engineer makes a set, where it has these kind of extra holes, in there. When you're working on, rounder things, which is kind of nice to have. But this one has, there's two sizes of holes right here. And then it has just kind of that normal that you see on a typical slip joint. The second I saw these things, and they're slip joint as well, which is kind of nice for something that's so long. And it has a little bend. I think this is about a 30-degree bend on there. But the second I saw these, they immediately reminded me of the Snap-on, the LN pliers. They have kind of a very similar, even though they're a bit thinner, not by much, but just a little bit. But they have that kind of bent nose profile. They have that kind of similar grip right here in the middle. The Snap-ons are a triple position slip joint, where these ones are just two positions. But this one you can probably get into places where this one is not going to be able to get into. And again, having that kind of like angle in here is great. I can even see myself using this for maybe having holding a fastener in place until I have time to tighten it and things like that. So again, these just kind of came in the mail today. This one, the model number is the HLB-300. This one is the PH-165s. All of these pliers right here that you see are made in Japan, and I've been very happy with my Japanese made tools. And just wanted to kind of put these out there for you that haven't seen these before. I know these are not necessarily new pliers, and there's other YouTube videos on this, but just wanted to kind of bring them to your guys' attention to see if any of these would kind of work for you guys. I'm going to do a little bit more digging, and what I would like to see is if they have something like this that's a little bit smaller, a little bit shorter. I think that could be very, very useful for me, because I use a lot of smaller type needle nose like this guy. This one, again, for my purposes, I don't really see myself using this a lot. I just, I saw a few styles on Amazon, just decided to pick them up. But definitely these two guys, I'd 100% recommend, because they're kind of filling a niche that a lot of the current big name pliers don't have, or at least I've never seen anything like this. If you guys have, please leave it in the comments. below as far as, what other manufacturer might make something that is similar to this. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.